Hi guys, welcome back to BattaBox. Thank you for being here. So we've been following the case of Amaka Patience Sonnberger. So I get breaking news for now. Obonge breaking news. My people. So again, thank you for joining us if this is your first time. My name is Mike. Okay, so let's get straight to it. Some new development has come from this Amaka's case. If you guys don't know who she is, she's the one who threatened to buy the Yorubas and the Benins. I'll leave a link for that video here, which we've been covering. So she was arrested. So case number 2024-188-3952. The Toronto Police Service is making the public aware of an arrest made in a suspected hate-motivated threatening investigation. On Wednesday, August 28, 2024, Toronto Police received a call for a threatening incident. It is alleged that the accused posted online content on or about August 25, 2024, threatening death to specific members of the Nigerian community. So again, people call the police, right? That's what they do in a civilized society. You call police where they work. On September 1, 2024, the Toronto police arrested Amaka Sonnberger, 46 of Toronto. So the police made an arrest for her. She has been charged with uttering threats. She's scheduled to appear at the Ontario Court of Justice, 2201 Finch Avenue West, on Monday, September 2nd, 2024, at 10 a.m. in the courtroom 107. This investigation is being treated as a suspected hate-motivated offense. When suspected hate-motivated offenses are reported to the police, the investigation could be led by a divisional investigator with the support of hate crime units. So basically, it's the hate crime units that were responsible for arresting her. If a person is charged and convicted of the offense, the judge will take into consideration hate as an aggravating factor when imposing a sentence. Willful promotion of hatred and advocating genocide are hate propaganda offenses which require the Attorney General consent to lay charges. These charges are often laid at a later time. So this is again the official report from the Toronto Media Center, the Toronto Police Media Center, and it's alleged that Amaka Sonnberger was making threats. And those threats are considered to be HATE threats. September 2nd, as you can see from what I'm reading here, on September 2nd, 2024 at 10 a.m. in courtroom 107. They even give you the address every day, Canada, if you go there. So people said there were a lot of Nigerians that came there. A lot of Nigerians went there and they just stormed the courts like, we need to see what happened. That this woman won't know waiting to happen. Anyway, Monday happens to be Labor Day. It's the first Monday in September. In most countries in the West, US and Canada particularly, they have this thing called Labor Day, whereby they value labor. And because it's labors, the laborers have to laborers rest. So there's no work in value of laborers. So she was arrested on Sunday and she was held in jail on Sunday. The hearing was on Monday, the next day. But Monday happened to be a holiday. And also, she also needed to get a lawyer. So I think because Monday was a holiday and also she needed a lawyer, she was heard, but it was through a Zoom call. So you will be in jail. In your jail, you can have a Zoom call and you call into the room. So a lot of Nigerians showed up, but what I mean is that some people were disappointed because she did not actually come out. And guys, maybe because she needs to get a lawyer, or maybe it's because she needs to make sure that with it being a Monday, being a holiday, the administrative staff of the court might not be present. So they just did a Zoom call. So one thing I want you guys to notice that in abroad, they don't play with like anything legal, anything law. They treat criminal suspects very, very seriously because that person might be a danger to the society, especially in a civil case, this appears to be a civil case. Point there is, if to say that Nigeria forget to, they are arresting people, they are in jail, not prison. Jail is where you hold someone before they see a judge, then they go to prison. In fact, we know a lot of people that have gone to jail and they spend 6 months to a year just in jail, waiting for the cases to be heard. And at the same judge is Nubu go ahead and give pay raise. But that's a different story. That's a different topic entirely. I should not get into that. Let me focus. I'm just like, this is really, really breaking. So I want to bring it to you guys. Many Nigerians showed up. And because it was a holiday, they were disappointed. So the next day, which happened to be a Tuesday, at this point here on September 3rd, Amaka showed up in court to my people. But she don't show up alone. She showed up with 2 Obonge lawyers. So just so you know, when you guys make particular threats online, if it's something that trends or something that goes viral, there are a lot of people that are on both sides of the fence. So people say what she did is right and they should not blame her. Others on the other side of the fence say, how can she say to poison people? So what I'm gathering is that people actually rallied around her and they fundraised. So even though she may not have money, but she was able to somehow produce 2 lawyers on that the following day. At this point, September 3. So September 3, she showed up. The case the lawyer made was that she was singled out Basically, she was talking about different things and they just cut out a section of it, one. And secondly, she was singled out because many people in Canada, in Austria, in different parts of the world, in UK, in the US, they make speeches like this. Why be saying now only Amaka, now they can't catch? Why is she the only one that they arrested? So what I'm told is that she actually came and she was very sorry. She apologized for it. And she said it was just a thing of the heat of the moment, that she was excited, the heat of the moment. And also she said there are other videos of people making this kind of cases, that this is very common in Nigeria for people to make speeches like this, and there's nothing the government does about it. There's nothing Abike Dabiri does about it. Everybody just let the thing just slide. So why be saying that only him they can't come out? So she said she was targeted, and she was targeted because she's Igbo. So again, so the North York at this point, I think is out in North York, the Ontario Court of Justice. The lawyers brought other examples of people talking about stuff like that, saying different things like this. Based on those examples, they said, okay, if everybody's doing this, they need further investigation. They need to look into it some more to make sure that, okay, there's a valid case. So they release her on bail. Again, look at the difference. It's not like Nigeria, they'll tell you to bring $100 million for a bail. And you need to bring somebody who is XYZ, you need to bring someone who is a government person, bring another official, then bring 500,000. I mean, just dollars, just a bunch of money. In the West, it's not like that. You are innocent until proven guilty. The important thing here and what's breaking is that Abike Dabiri was also sued by the lawyers. One of the lawyers actually sued Abike Dabiri for $500,000. So you might ask, why is Abike Dabiri, why is she getting sued? Like, why? What's the point? The reason why a lawyer said was because of defamation, and they also damaged her character. The character of Amaka Patience. So for me, I mean, Abike Dabiri is someone who is like a career politician. She was a former member of the House of Representatives representing Ikorodu constituency in Lagos State. She was also the chairman of the House Committee on Media and Publicity. Then she was the chairperson of the House Committee on Diaspora Affairs and was elected for the first time in 2003. She was re-elected again in 2007 and then re-elected again in 2011. So that's during Obasanjo. Then also you after 2011, she's someone who is basically a career chairperson for the House Committee on Diaspora Affairs after being a career politician. So you think she knows better. Sometimes you just have to be calming down and apply some temper to this. So I think she would just claim and say that was information she was getting, that was information she was given, and that she was ignorant. In 2015, Abike Dabiri was appointed as Senior Special Assistant to President Muhammad Buhari on Foreign Affairs and Diaspora. In 2018 of November, she was given a new role of chairman and CEO of Nigeria's Diaspora Commission. However, in 2009, there was a bill she sponsored before the Federal House of Representatives that will grant the freedom to practice journalism only after obtaining certain qualifications. The bill received public criticism and was seen as an attempt to gag the media. So imagine this. So this woman, back in 2009, she sponsored a bill that before you can be a journalist, you need to have certain qualifications. There was a concern that the change would serve to enable tyranny and nepotism, since most of the board appointments will be made by the president or the government executive members. So she appeared later in media and she denied that. So this Abike Dabiri, she has a history. This Abike Dabiri has a history of nepotism. She has a history of silencing people. And she has a history of nepotism. Guys, this is directly from Wikipedia. Don't even believe what I'm saying. Go and Google it yourself. Do your research. So she brought a bill before the Federal House of Representatives that will grant the freedom to practice journalism only after obtaining certain qualifications. And they were saying that a bill will allow tyranny and nepotism, because before you can practice, you need to go through government qualifications and get some government approval. So there's a proof that this Abike Dabiri, she herself, she's a career politician, and then she's a career government person, and she's someone who's actually nepotistic and tyrannical in nature by that bill that she sponsored in 2009. Again, guys, don't take my word for it. Just look this up yourself. So she's just going to come and say she's working for the state too, and she's ignorant. She doesn't know what she's doing, or she didn't get information. But my question is, why would Amaka, why would she sue the counter sue? Actually, not a counter sue, it's more of a suit. They brought a suit against her $500,000. So now she has to appear. But how can she appear? She's a Canadian citizen. You have to think about that. If you're not a Canadian citizen, how can they sue in a Canadian court? Unless it's international court. She's a Nigerian and she works in the Nigerian government. So basically, you are trying to sue the Nigerian government. I don't understand that one. Are you trying to make a statement? You can't sue someone who's not a resident of that county or of that province. because that person has to travel and that person doesn't have to come, except Nigeria put her out. So she basically said in Austria, a lawyer basically said that in Austria there are many people saying this and nothing happened. And she also played the tapes of those Edo and Yoruba people that want to buy the Igbos as well. So the court actually went into recess and they are going to reconvene in October. So they'll be having another meeting in October, where that's when they are going to officially sentence her. So that's just the latest update on that. Very surprising that she's suing Abike Dabiri 500,000. Another thing also is that looking at the history of Abike Dabiri, she's someone who is nepotistical, tyrannical, and has tried to silence people in the past. So those are two things they have to consider and say, okay. Then also the third thing is she singling out Amaka, which by all evidence it appears that she is. For the case of for Amaka, she has to have overwhelming evidence. She needs to have evidence because audio, she was the one in that audio, and she was the one we heard, so she cannot deny that it's her. And also, what are other people saying? Are other people going as far as poisoning, and are other people going as far as saying things? So for me, I think this just giving Nigeria a bad name, because now we're in front of international community, and Abike Dabiri is getting sued for $500,000. And for her, if she does not win, if she loses the case, if she's convicted, she might get in Ontario, I think it's between 2 years minimum to 5 years. She can get 2 years minimum or 5 years in jail. Now, I don't know if she's citizen or not. If it's a permanent resident, she might not be able to get citizenship again, and her permanent residency might be revoked. And some countries, the citizen, I don't think they will send her back to Nigeria or revoke her citizen, because it's not that grave. It's not something that has to do with maybe mass TERROR. That word, yeah. It's not something that has to be mass that. It's not something that has to be TREASON. It doesn't have to do with that as well. So I don't think if she's a citizen that they're going to send her back or anything. But if she's a permanent resident, it might affect her case. Also, she might not be able to get jobs. She might not be able to she might not be able to get jobs if she's convicted. And then the community, the public court of opinion might actually judge her harshly. And this happens, you see high profile cases like that kind of person for the rest of your life, they can't really do much. Especially in a country like Canada. In the West, once you have a record, that record stays with you forever. If you are a felon, if you are convicted of like child abuse, or even some areas you cannot live in, some jobs you cannot get, some houses you cannot rent, basically it kind of messes you up for life, because that thing stays on your record. There's a database for criminal records, there's a database for sex offenders, there's a database for child molesters, there's a database for everything, and everywhere you want to go is all connected. Because the West is really like they have a lot of database and they take things like this seriously. It's like Nigeria, where they release someone from Kirikiri, there's no database, no, everything is all connected, even jobs. And there are some programs, I digress again, whereby they can allow people that have records to get jobs, trying to help those in the community. But the standard jobs you won't be able to get, your pay will be cut. So it will be cut, and you won't be able to make as much as you could make. So it's a very big deal here. This matter, my people, like this matter, it get as it be. The matter, like, it really weighs so much. So that's all I have. Again, I'm just reporting. I'm not taking any sides here. Do you think she should have sued Abike Dabiri for 500,000? Also, Abike Dabiri, did you know that she sponsored a bill in 2009 to silence journalists? And what does that have to do with this case? So guys, that's all I have. Thank you for watching. Please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, help us by subscribing so you can get updates as this develops. Also, like this video and share with someone that you think might have value in it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.